The sustainable use of natural resources is one of the world's greatest challenges, particularly in sensitive ecosystems. One such region, rich in biodiversity, lies in the northeastern tip of South Africa. Within it, the Maputaland Coastal Plain stands out as a landscape of extraordinary significance, nestled between the Lebombo Mountains to the west and the warm Indian Ocean to the east. The contrast between the fertile floodplains, soils and sand is evident, shown here in the Kwandaba area. Ancient sand dunes define much of the coastal plain, their deep, sandy soils holding the key to a delicate balance of life that hosts a wealth of endemic plant species. This ecological richness is reflected in its protected areas. Along the border with Mozambique, the Tembe Elephant Park protects the rare calcareous Musi swamp. The Ndumu Game Reserve, a Ramsar wetland of international importance, hosts a variety of wetland types, including one of the largest floodplain systems in South Africa. Despite the ecological wealth, areas outside the protected areas face poverty and unemployment. High population densities are concentrated along roads and rivers, but access to essential services is limited. Only half of the population has electricity for cooking, and just a quarter has access to piped water and flushing toilets at home. With high unemployment rates and a large youth population, many communities depend directly on the natural resources for survival. Relying on natural resources for fishing, vegetation for grazing, and harvesting building materials and to manufacture baskets, as well as firewood from communal lands. Importantly, subsistence farming is widespread, with crops dependent on rainfall or small-scale irrigation systems, or planted in interdune wetlands and on floodplains.
Rainfall patterns are not fully understood. Research done by the NRF SAON has shown that the Maputaland Coastal Plain is highly sensitive to rainfall variability, and with future impacts will not only depend on the total rainfall amount, but also the intensity of the rainfall events and when those occur. Currently, water levels in the system remain below the drought reserve, and these are having direct consequences on food security, water security, as well as people's livelihoods.
To safeguard the region's future, agriculture practices must adapt to become resilient against irregular rainfall and droughts on these sandy soils through innovative solutions, particularly in bio-based technologies, which can enhance biodiversity, improve water management, and build resilience to climate extremes. In total, 7 bio-based technologies were piloted at the ARC's experimental farm at Plaas, near Pretoria. These innovations are designed to improve water management, waste utilization, and agricultural sustainability. Piloted technologies include solar desalination, greenhouse to remove salts from brackish water, multifunctional constructed wetland for wastewater treatment, low-tech mobile kiln for biochar production to increase soil fertility and improve water retention, solar-supported biogas digester to produce biogas for energy and convert agricultural waste to fertilizer, Slicky technology, self-regulating, low-energy, clay-based irrigation to use water more efficiently, ethnobotanical intercropping, and regenerative farming to promote conservation agriculture. Farming residues via a biorefinery process. These include mushrooms, black soldier flies, and essential oil extraction. Following the initial pilot phase, the project moved into a demonstration phase, where farmers at Kwandaba, a local community in Maputaland, embraced innovations such as slekkie irrigation, intercropping, biochar production and biorefineries, integrating them into their agricultural systems.
What is biochar? We just take the invader species of crops and trees that are eating our groundwater, we burn them into charcoal and we grind it and we make it biochar. And as you can see here we've got pure sand. And we all know that pure sand cannot produce anything. So by adding the biochar, and the biochar becomes this black gold kind of powder. We call it our black gold. And we add it into this kind of sand so that we can produce good food. No fertilizers, but what we do, we add the manure.
This is a slekkie irrigation. It is a subsurface irrigation system which is buried 30 centimeters below the surface. It is made of the clay element as well as the small tube which is used to transport water to the clay element. So the advantages of using this irrigation system is that it applies water directly to the root system, and then it also saves water, it suppresses the weeds, and there's less evaporation because it is buried 30 centimeters below the surface, and also the soil erosion is avoided when you are using this irrigation system.
To demonstrate the use of slekkie irrigation and intercropping, lychee trees with slekkie irrigation were combined with maize in one agricultural field. The Kwandaba demonstration site in South Africa successfully hosted a Farmers' Day to showcase bio-based technologies and provide training. In addition, a post-project strategy workshop was held with key stakeholders in the area, including the ARC, tribal authorities, universities, NPOs, the Provincial Department of Agriculture, and conservation authorities.
The coming in of ARC to this project, I think it is very important because it's going to strengthen the project. And the community of this area, especially the school community, will benefit a lot. And also the sector of agriculture will also learn and find the new ways of doing their agriculture.
The post-project strategy workshop envisioned the establishment of an agricultural alliance for sustainability to provide ongoing education, training in bio-based technologies, support the formation of organized farming cooperatives, and improve market access. However, to turn this vision into reality, long-term investment and financial support are essential. Any interested investors are encouraged to reach out to the ARC and join the Agricultural Alliance to collectively work together towards the sustainable use of natural resources.